doused his victim's back, then took a swig of the remaining drops and threw the empty bottle on the ground. Miguel returned to the car, tucking the gun into his overexerted waistband. Roberto looked back with vacant eyes. My turn. Miguel got back into the Buick to enjoy the show from the comforts of the air-conditioned interior. Roberto pushed the gringo out to the killing ground. Just past the first victim, he forced the man down to his knees. He drew his pistol, ejected the magazine, removed one of the hollow-point bullets, and replaced it with a ball round. He jammed the clip back into the pistol and chambered it. Be strong, mi amigo, he whispered. One shot into the man's back, and the gringo fell. Roberto stepped over him, gun pointed down, and fired 2 quick rounds. He holstered the gun in his belt, then crossed himself. Turning back to the car, Roberto walked to the driver's door, got in, and drove back to Nuevo Nagaldo. Chapter 2. The first shot had thrown Tyler forward, smashing his face into the dirt. Excruciating pain stabbed into his back and beat with his quickened pulse. Dust filled his nose as he sucked in against the tape over his mouth. His ears were ringing, left deaf by the 2 shots that had ricocheted off the hard pan next to his head. He felt the earth spinning beneath his masked eyes, the vertigo trapping his own thoughts inside his head, isolated from the world. Inhale, exhale. Pain. The stabbing turned into burning, and he could feel his blood pooling beneath him from his shoulder. The bullet had passed through, into the rock, burrowing a hole into the earth which now drank from him. The ringing in his ears slowly subsided, replaced by the desert silence. The only sound was his labored nasal breaths. He may have passed out, or may have been aware. Roberto could have shot him 5 minutes ago or 5 hours, he could not tell. The heat of the sun scorched his back. Summoning his strength, Tyler tried to roll over, but was stopped halfway by the lifeless body that lay next to him. He could feel his hair, wet, and didn't know if it was his own blood or Ignacio's. Tyler kicked at the body and grunted. No response. He kicked again. Dead. Ignacio had been tough, smart. He had taken the beatings the night before quietly. Ignacio thought they would let him go. Now his mind was free from the burden of wondering. But then again, Tyler didn't expect it to end this way either. The sun traversed the sky, but his only notice of it was the intensity of heat on him, baking him. The pain in his wound slowly numbed as the nerves exhausted themselves. He felt like a brick, his shoulder melding with the stones. Time passed. He heard a car approach, its 4 cylinders sounding as if only 2 still had life. It shuddered to a stop some distance away. Tyler heard a door open and close, then footsteps to his side. With a quick pull, the tape was ripped from his eyes, and he was blinded by sunlight. His mouth was soon released, and he sucked in air. A small man squatted next to him, and as he poured water out of a bottle into his mouth, it ran down his cheeks. The man then poured some over Tyler's hair and neck, cooling him down. With a pocket knife, the man freed Tyler's hands. "Can you get up?" he asked with a thick accent. "I don't know." "Well then, I must drag you." The man grabbed Tyler's good arm and began to drag him toward his car. Tyler attempted to get his legs under him, but only succeeded in pushing his heels into the dirt, helping what little he could to move his body through the dust. The man pushed him into the passenger seat of an old Ford Falcon and slammed the door. Tyler watched as the man walked over to Ignacio, bent down and examined the body. He then kicked up the ground where Tyler had been lying and rolled Ignacio onto it. Soon the man returned to the car, put it in drive, and headed back toward town. "Who are you?" Tyler whispered. He felt on the verge of an abyss, and a willingness with each passing second to fall into it. "Felipe. Father Felipe." "How did you find me?" "Roberto." Tyler's eyes grew heavy. The throbbing in his shoulder returned.